Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and depending on where in the world you are, it depends on what time it is. And here in Vancouver on the west coast of Canada, it's 6:30 in the morning and the market is about to open right now. Now, one of the companies I want to talk to you guys about is one of the companies that I told you guys about that had a huge run. I told you guys it was my secret stock pick. They did it again. You guys see this chart here? LiteLink Technologies was at 7.5 cents last Friday. They are now sitting at 14 cents, up almost 100% in a week, and they have news. It's true. And their website is litelinkTech.com. And they have news today, and let's just break down this news because I love to bring you guys winners. I love to bring them to you first, and I love to break down the news. Here's the news. LiteLink Technology signs definitive agreement to provide first shift logistics software to its first U.S. customer, Bay Water Transportation. Hey, Anthony Rice, how you doing? Good morning. Hope you're having a good day. If you want to see stocks that are flying, Suniva is up yet again. Surprise, surprise. So is Canopy Growth Corp. So it looks as though we might be having a green Friday in the cannabis sector. This is the news on LiteLink Technologies. LiteLink Technologies signs definitive agreement to provide first shift logistics software to its first U.S. customer, Bay Water Transportation. LiteLink Technologies Inc., LLT in Canada, LLNKF in America, and in Frankfurt, Germany, COBFF, a key player in logistics platforms and payment solutions, is pleased to announce that it has signed its first U.S. first shift logistics customer, Bay Water Transportation, otherwise known as Bay Water, a fully licensed and insured international logistics service provider headquartered in Houston, Texas. Bay Water has been seeking an advanced freight and shipping visibility platform that can seamlessly work in without any startup costs, overhead, or fees to gain real-time visibility into freight issues, advanced ETAs, and real-time problem management and customer communications. The definitive agreement will see LiteLink provide with Baywater perpetual use of its first shift logistics platform for advanced real-time freight visibility. And when I was looking at the level 2 on this, it looked like big bids were popping up on LiteLink. Oh yeah, look at that. The volume is already at 87,000 shares, and I will not be surprised to see this go to 15 cents. There we go, 88,000 shares. So the bids got 25,500 shares at 14 cents. The offer only has 88,000 shares at 14.5 cents. And then we go to 15 cents, at which point we will be literally 100% up since a week ago. So this is great news for LiteLink Technologies, which the news right now is literally circulating and trending. So the definitive agreement will see LiteLink Technologies provide with Baywater perpetual use of its first shift logistics platform for advanced real-time Sorry, there's so many things going on here. Good morning, Crypto Man. Yes, LLT been a huge winner for the community and for members and for investors all week. And yeah, the definitive agreement will see LiteLink provide with Baywater perpetual use of its first shift logistics platform for advanced real-time freight visibility, interactive real-time maps and ETA, route optimization, deviation from optimized routing, problem management, audit, logs, problem management, digitization of bill of lading, and proof of delivery that removes the need for faxes and emails. The CEO Ashik Karim had to say, "We are excited to roll this out to our first major brokerage group in the US that have a real need for visibility to track shipments and enrich their customer experience and service," said LiteLink CEO Ashik Karim. Having visibility into real-time data, deviation of routes, and real-time updated ETAs is something that every broker needs in their arsenal to deliver the highest customer service and to remain competitive. Baywater has been given a 30-day free onboarding period to learn about and get comfortable with the platform. Baywater will then pivot to a pay-per-load model. About LiteLink Technologies, LiteLink Technologies Inc., LLT in Canada, LLNKF in America, and COBFF in Frankfurt, Germany, is a major player in developing real-world class enterprise platforms that utilize artificial intelligence, blockchain, and predictive analytics to solve fragmented and outdated technology problems in the logistics and digital payment industries. Our flagship First Ship Logistics platform offers real-time transparency and tracking, which allows brokers, shippers, and carriers to track shipments and settle payments in real time. Now let's go back a little bit here and let's take a look at LiteLink. Well, it's been a great day. Hey, Dan, the man, it's been a great day trade in the last week. It's up 100%. Long term, I think the company looks really good too, but over the last week, it's been up 100%. So clearly it's been a great short trade here over the last week. You want to call it a day trade. It's been an amazing day trade over the last week. Let's see if it's green yet. Okay, I still see. I still see 88,000 shares traded in Canada. Right now it's at 14 by 14 and a half. A lot more shares on the bid than there is on the offer. So that is a good sign and a bullish sign that we're going to see LiteLink Technologies go higher. And like I said, if it goes to 15 cents today, it will officially be up 100% since last Friday. 100% move. I don't care who you are, where you are. That makes this one of the best plays so far in September 2019. And it's only been a week. It's only been a week, folks. Now let's take a look at some of the key ratios. Let's look at their share structure, which you guys know I love to look at share structure. We like to look at revenue. We like to look at share structure. We like to look at the industry that you're in to see if it's an industry that's hot. These guys are obviously in the blockchain industry, which is very hot sector. So they've been coming off a bottom. And this is something I like. So the total shares right now are 172 million.41. 100% of those shares are currently in the float. The short interest is only 71,000 shares. So we're talking less than 1% of the shares are being shorted. So even a percentage, a small tiny percentage of the shares are being shorted. So lots of upside here, huge potential. Wow, so Suniva was up early. It is now come back down. So it looks like it was a bit of a sneak attack there. Let's go to level 2 market depth. If you guys have any picks, oh, there we go. I'm telling you, LiteLink is about to blow. LiteLink is about to blow. Suniva is doing some fun things. So Suniva was up pre-market as high as $1.70. Right now, it's gone back down to 138. But the bid is at 140 and the offer is at 145. So Suniva is definitely doing some weird things, jumping around, acting quite odd this morning. I'm looking at level 2 market depth. If there's any picks you want me to look at, please let me know. Canopy growth is in the green slightly, currently at $35. That is a good sign. But everything was up pre-market and now we're starting to see it come back down a little bit. So we'll see how the day goes. But Agraflora seems to be green today. Let's take a look at Agra. AGRA, Agraflora, Organics. Agraflora Organics up 3.92%. And let's just take a look at the overall broader markets and see how everything is performing today. So far, I don't see too much big movement. There was a little bit of big movement pre-market. It seems as though that has slowed down. I like the fact that there's no short interest really on LiteLink Technologies, and the fact that they're up almost 100% so far is a great bullish sign for LiteLink Technologies. How you guys doing this morning? Is there anything that you guys are watching this morning? Is there anything that you guys are looking at this morning? Is there anything that you're interested in this morning? I'm just looking at LiteLink Technologies. Really like this company. They got some big news, and I believe this is just the start for LiteLink Technologies. It says right here, company overview. LiteLink is a major player in developing world-class enterprise platforms and wallets. Our mission is to put honesty, transparency, and trust back into software. I love it. So, love to know what you guys think. Do you guys like LiteLink? Do you think that this goes higher? Do you think this goes lower? Do you like the technology? Do you like the team? They have been up, like I said, almost 100% so far in the last week alone, marking the fact that they're probably one of the top stocks to buy in the last week and in September that I am watching. So put them on your watch list, put it on your radar. I'd love to know what you think. I want to take a look at KNR, Control Energy Corp. Good morning, guys. Morning, Fat Nuts. Morning, Chris. Beth Barras, good morning, says, good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. I wish everybody a fantastic Friday. And Chris says, Rich, curious of your thoughts on BMO blocking retail investors on short selling. Well, I think that's great news. We don't need any short selling in this sector, especially if BMO knows that the sector is going to explode. The last thing they want is a bunch of investors getting margin calls because the stocks explode and they're shorting them. So they're probably protecting their own investors from themselves, which probably a good idea. Now, there is some news swirling about Control Energy getting into the plant protein business. Now, I don't know exactly who, but the biggest company in the plant protein business is, right now, that everyone's talking about, is, you guys know who. Who's the number one plant protein company in the world that everybody's talking about right now? Beyond Meat. Could you imagine if KNR started providing savings to Beyond Meat? How big that would be? How much of a catalyst that would be? So we don't know who it is, but they are getting into the plant protein business. And I'm assuming it's Beyond Meat because they're the biggest name in the plant protein business. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated on that. I don't know exactly who it is, but if it is Beyond Meat, I would not be surprised to see Control Energy Corp explode on that news. Love to know your guys' questions. Hit me up. It's a Friday. Just a very relaxed day for me right now, and I'm just looking at your messages. Chris says, I think it's a great sign, and I think it will contribute to a more positive sentiment in the sector. I agree with you. I think the sector is going to go through very positive run over the next little bit, and there's quite a few catalysts. There is the Safe Banking Act, which should be passed in America. There is legalization of cannabis in America, which is going to be an enormous catalyst. There is edibles legalization 2.0, it's being called, in Canada. That is a huge catalyst. The fact that these companies are starting to generate profit, that is a huge catalyst. The fact that Aurora Cannabis is announcing their revenues next week, that could be a huge catalyst for the sector. So there's a lot of catalysts coming right now, and the fact that we're now starting to see positive news coming out, like you can't short them now, and Canada and some of the banks are not allowing you to short these stocks. And then the news that, oh boy, there's so much news right now that they're talking about, but what else? Can't short them. Oh yes, there's been a whole bunch of large high net worth investors that have been going on television, putting out CNBC's, putting together a production that's been circulating, talking about some high net worth investors that believe that this is an opportunity of a lifetime to invest in cannabis stocks right now. That is going to be a huge catalyst, in my opinion, as well. Because if people see that other high net worth investors are going all in cannabis and they believe in cannabis, people will naturally believe in it more. They will trust in it more. and they'll park their money in cannabis and let it just sit there and let the sector grow, which is really what I'm doing, because I believe that this is a sector that will only get bigger and will only get better over time. Yeah, there's going to be catalysts that are going to take it up and down, but in my opinion, over time, we're going to see this sector grow and mature and eventually become one of the biggest, most exciting, and most lucrative sectors ever for a trader in my entire life. And in my entire history as a trader, I've never seen a sector like this. Never seen a sector grow like this, and I don't think I ever will see another sector grow like this. The only thing I can compare it to is cryptocurrencies, and we're involved in the cryptocurrency game too. In fact, yesterday, we just launched a deal where we are now selling CBDs on Amazon. So we do now have links to our CBDs on Amazon, and if you guys would like to get some CBDs in America or internationally, we now can give you guys CBDs, and you can just order right on Amazon. We're selling our gummies for $24. We're selling our oils for $29, and we're selling our creams for $39. So great pricing. We'll literally ship it to you anywhere in the world, and I'm so excited about this to actually be in the game. Oh, I'm so excited to be in this game. I'll be honest with you, I always dreamed of this. I never actually thought it would happen, and I'm kind of shocked that it is. I never thought I would be like one of the guys talking about cannabis stocks every day. Never thought I'd have my own CBD company, let alone be shipping and selling CBDs all over the world. I'm going to give you guys the link right now to my CBD products on Amazon. I got 3 products right now. I hope to build this up more. So this is just the beginning, but here's the link to my CBD store on Amazon. And I would love for you guys to try our products. I want to know what you guys think. Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Do you think that they could get better? Do you think the pricing is fair? Do you think the pricing is good? I'm just excited to be in the game and to grow in this game. I'm going to start going to CBD conferences. I'm going to be starting to go to more CBD events to be able to start really pushing our brand out there and telling our story, because I want to educate the world and educate the public about the positives of CBD and cannabis and what this plant can do to help people. And I don't think that people really understand how big this industry is going to become. And in my opinion, we're still in the first inning. I truly believe that we're still in the first inning, and we have a long ways to go. A long ways to go. So just looking at some of the early movers, a little bit of movement in the cannabis sector right now. What are you guys watching today? What are you guys looking at? Please let me know. Okay, let's see what some of your guys' messages are. Jerry C says, have AQS on my watch list. Pharma company looks promising. Hope you win big, Jerry. Beth says, are you buying into Comstock? They keep going up. Well, I told you guys about it first in our community. Comstock Resources. I thought that this was a stock to watch. I'm a big fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones is obviously the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, and Comstock Resources. So Jerry Jones was on CNBC, and he was talking about Comstock Resources. And he gets on CNBC, and he says that he owns and he's bought $1 billion worth of Comstock Resources. And I'm like, I said, pardon? Like, what? You bought $1 billion worth of this stock? Like, what the hell? So literally, I go into my group chat right away onto Telegram. I'm like, guys, Jerry Jones bought $1 billion worth of this stock. Since he did that video on CNBC, the stock was at $6. This is what happened. First, it went up from $6 to $6.83. It went up 10% the first day, and then it went up another 10% yesterday. So it's up 20% since Jerry Jones announced that he had bought 1 billion shares worth of Comstock Resources. He also said, in his opinion, it's the lowest priced big major player in the natural gas space. And then I looked at the chart and I was like, holy moly. September 6, 2014, Comstock Resources was at $112. Jerry Jones goes and announces that he bought $1 billion worth at the bottom, probably right around $5. And now it's already up to $7. Jerry's probably going to make another $1 billion. So I go and I tell our community, Comstock Resources, guys, Look at Comstock Resources. Let's take a look at the level 2 right now. CRK. Let's take a look at the level 2. Market depth. Level 2 market depth. CRK. Agra's having a big day, folks. They're up 7% and they're flying. Curaleaf is up 5.9%. BAM is up 5.7%. Huge is up 5%. Bills is up 4%. Chronos Group is up 4%. Rivers is up 4%. We are having green again. PREV is up 16%. And CRK, let's see if we can pull up the level 2 on CRK. Yeah, CRK is up again at $7.87, up 4.64%. So once again, Jerry Jones is doing his thing on CRK. So we are seeing a lot of green again in the cannabis sector. Hopefully this run will continue, but it's nice to see. It's very nice to see the run in the cannabis sector. Tilray up again 3.9%. MaryMed up 4%. Sugar SUGR up 3.8%. Dixie up 3.8%. Oils up 3.6%. LiteLink Technology, like I said to you guys, is now at 15 cents. Let's go. I predicted it. I told you guys. We were live. We talked about it. Wow. Agriflora Organics up 9.8%. Let's go. Agriflora. And let's take a look at LiteLink Technologies. There it is. We are now at 15 cents. It is now officially up 100% so far in the last week, marking one of the biggest players that we talk about here on Rich TV Live in our community. In the last week, you could have made 100% if you just bought LiteLink Technologies. Look at that. Talk about a sneak attack. LiteLink Technologies officially up 100% to start September. So we are having a little bit of a delay here on the price. I am looking at level 2 market depth. So they are at 15 cents, trade 116,900 shares on level 2 market depth. And on Rich TV Live, it's a little bit of a delay, but they will rectify this and they will show up as 15 cents very soon in the next couple minutes. And we will show you that we are now officially up 100% since the last week. Whereas last Friday, we were at 7.5 cents. Here we are Friday later, and we are now at 15 cents. 100% upside for the community. Congratulations to all of you that are taking advantage of this move. So early on in the cannabis sector, we first were green. Now we're slightly red in Canada. Let's take a look at some of the percentage gainers. You can see some of the top gainers there. And this is slightly delayed. Agriflora is actually up big right now. Up almost 10% is Agriflora. Agriflora up 9.8% at 28 cents, making a big move. Rivers at $2.50, up 6.8%, and they just announced that they're moving to the Toronto Stock Exchange. That's a nice move for Rivers, and I do own over 2,000 shares of Rivers, so it makes me pleased. Cura is up 4.7%, over $10. Those are some of the winners, and IGNG up 8.6%, now at 12 cents. IGNG has been making moves, and I know a lot of our members in our community are talking about IGNG. All right, let's get into some of your messages. No, I haven't bought Comstock, but I'm definitely thinking about it. Linda says, good morning. What do you think of True Trace? They are now with Shoppers Drug Mart and Afria. Like True Trace, they're also working with Zenabis. I think they have a lot of potential. Chris says, I want to set myself up for legalization in the States. I'd love to make an entry at some point into Curating and Trulieve. Yeah, I think Cura and Trulieve are the two biggest players in America, in my opinion. Michael Berry says, go Zena. Is Zena moving today? Chris Tofa says, love that you have a CBD company, Rich. Well, you know what? It's one thing to be a part of this sector as a media person and an influencer. It's another thing to actually be a part of this sector and have our own company and our own brand that is doing sales that we can grow internationally. And I feel like this is an opportunity of a lifetime in CBDs. And I've been doing CBDs for years, taking CBDs for years, and my family's been taking CBDs. So why not get into the business? Everybody needs it. Everybody wants it. Why don't we get into it? And we decided we should. And there we are. And we are in it. These are some of the players in America right now. As you can see, Golden Leaf Holdings having a big day, up 11%. Elevate Brands up 6%. GB Sciences up 4%. Liberty Health Sciences up 2.8%. Cureleaf Holdings up 2.6%. Body and Mind Inc. up 2.4%. MariMed up 2%. Cresco Labs up slightly. M Jardine up slightly. And Planet 13 up slightly. Looking at some of the big players. So we still haven't seen too many people come out of the pack yet. But one of the companies that is Agriflora. Agriflora. All you do in Canada is go to, or the United States is go to richtvlive.com, and then you just type in the name, Agriflora, and you'll see all the stocks pop up. In America, it's PUFXF. In Canada, it's Agra, and they are flying today, up 10%, and I do own over 5,000 shares of Agriflora. This is delayed. It is currently at 28 cents. It is flying high, and I did interview them, and we are in talks with them to maybe start selling some of their products. It's true, Agriflora. We're very interested in potentially working with Agriflora as well here locally in Canada and internationally. Beth Barras saying Tilray ACB up in the US. Let's go. Let's go. Andre says it will be a green day for pot stocks today. It's coming, the resurrection, as predicted. Chris says, how about Hemp Inc. yesterday? Yeah, Hemp Inc. had a nice day yesterday, but they got a lot of shares, guys. And when you see companies that have so many shares, you need to be somewhat concerned. The share structure concerns me, and that's the biggest issue I have with hemp. And yeah, they're a penny stock, which is very risky, but the amount of shares issued and outstanding is what really worries me there. And I don't like it when I see stocks that have too many shares, and there's the dump. So you see that Hemp Inc., 16 million shares traded today at a penny, down 10%. Yeah, nice move yesterday, but there's the dump because they have too many shares. You just go to Rich TV Live, click on share info. Everything's at your fingertips. Danny Boy says Zenabis making a small move up 7% today. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take that 7%. We'll take whatever we can get. Now, if we look at the share structure, this is one of the first things I look at. 754 million shares. So it's not as bad as some of the other penny stocks. I could kind of live with 754. It's actually better than I thought. But still, it's a lot. So these are the reasons why this stock is being held down. I thought it was over $1 billion, so it's actually better than I thought. So maybe there is some hope for it. But man, 754 million shares is a lot of shares. It's a lot of people that are going to be selling shares. So be careful with Hemp Inc. But you never know. You never know in this sector. It's such an exciting sector. You just never know. Now let's take a look at LiteLink. Let's take a look back at LiteLink. Pipo Bite says Bruce Linton talking about Canopy buying in acreage for U.S. position, $3 billion acquisition. Is that old or new news? Well, I mean, they've talked about it, but it hasn't been consummated because it's not legal cannabis is not legal in America yet. And that deal with Canopy Growth acquiring acreage won't actually be official until cannabis is legalized in America. So it's difficult for that deal to get completed right now. But I believe that cannabis will legalize in America and eventually they will do the deal. Danny Boy says, any news on CanTrust hostile takeover by Alifia, plus 100 cannabis employees laid off? Well, CanTrust had to do something. They couldn't just be burning money. Health Canada's taken their time to make a decision about what they're going to do about some of the terrible, illegal transactions that were being done by CanTrust. So because of that, CanTrust has had to trim the fat. They've had to reduce their overhead, and they had to lay off 180 employees. This is very typical with companies that are going through tough times. I'm pretty sure they have all their phone numbers, and if Health Canada gives them some type of response in the next month or two, chances are they'll just hire them all back and get back to work. But right now, they literally have had to stop selling product, and it's hurting their company. This is why I won't touch the stock, and this is why personally I think that if it goes to $1, I'll buy 10,000 shares, but at these prices, I'm not going to touch it. It's just too risky for me at these levels at this point in time. It could change, but in my opinion, it's still too risky. So we are looking at the markets. LiteLink Technologies is now up officially 100%. If we go to Rich TV's picks, you'll see some of the picks that we've been putting on here. So we gave you guys Delta 9. They've been flying. We gave you guys DYME. They've been flying. Halo Labs, we've been talking about a lot. They really haven't run yet, but keep your eye on Halo Labs. We interviewed the CEO yesterday. GTII has been up. Fire and Flower has been up since we talked about them. Planet 13 is up a little bit. High Tide is up since we talked about them. Canopy Rivers. ZMA, Zoomaway Travel has been one of our biggest winners, up officially, funny number, 420% since we brought it to you guys at 2.5 cents. So we've brought a lot of winners that have been big winners, and we brought them first. Let's take a look at BevCana, up 105% since we brought it to you guys first. MTLO up 194% since we brought it to you guys first. So these are some of the winners that we've been bringing to you guys that have done really, really well. Fiore Gold is up 34% since we brought you guys coverage first. Pays was up as high as 81%. Beyond Meat up as high as 161% since we brought it to you guys first. Pivot up 163% since we brought it to you guys first. ZYNE, Zinarba Pharmaceuticals, up 166% since we brought it to you guys first. MetaPharm Labs up as high as 277% since we brought it to you guys first. So these are some of the picks that we brought you guys, and you can see the price we brought it to you at and their peak, and you can see we brought a lot of winners that have exploded, and we have it all. We've got all our picks listed on Rich TV Live for you guys to look at and for you guys to monitor and for you guys to watch. Steven says LiteLink Technologies is looking amazing right now. Yeah, they definitely are. And I'm very, very happy with the success of LiteLink Technologies, especially over the last week. They have been a big winner over the last week. You can see right here. Let's type in LiteLink Technologies. So you can see the volume is growing on here. It's a little bit of a delay, but I can assure you it will be up to 15 cents shortly. JD Roughcut says short squeeze day, ACB. I mean, that'd be nice. It'd be nice to squeeze all the shorts right out of the sector and allow the sector to grow without having all this manipulation. Because in my opinion, this sector is underappreciated, underexposed, and undervalued, has been heavily manipulated. There it is. LiteLink Technologies now officially up to 15 cents and up now officially 100% in the last week alone. Congratulations to all the winners. I brought you guys this pick last year. This year. Feels like last year. I brought you guys this pick this year at 11 cents. Told you it was my secret stock pick. It ran to 30. It came all the way back this summer to 7.5, which was once again a 52-week low, which was what? A buying opportunity. If you got in at 7.5 cents last Friday, congratulations. You are learning how to trade. You are becoming a winner. You are buying 52-week lows. And when it goes up and you're up 100%, what should you do? Sell it. Take your money and run. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to go higher. It could run back up to 30. It could go to $1. I don't know. But if you're up 100%, you got to at least think about selling, right? You got to at least think about it. I'm not telling you what to do. Do whatever you want. But tell me you're at least thinking about it. Chris Tofa says, that's a pretty solid track record, Rich. I remember wanting to get in on some of the companies you mentioned that ended up being winners, just didn't have the capital at the time. Well, we've been doing this for 2.5 years and we've predicted pretty much all the winners first. So we thought, why don't we actually track all of our picks? That way, any haters, any trolls, hey, you can't really say much because all of our picks are now public. And anyone that has any negative stuff to say about our picks, they can go and see our results. And it's all right there, public for everyone to see on Rich TV Live now. You can see all of our picks right here every single day. And not all of them are going to win. Some of them will fail. But we've had a pretty good track record. We've picked a lot of winners. Now, a lot of them go up and then they come back down. So that's why I'm saying when you buy these stocks, they're highly volatile, highly risky. They have a lot of opportunity to go up, but they also have a lot of opportunity to come down. So be careful. And in a lot of cases, because these are smaller stocks, smaller price stocks, take your profit, stay in cash, and then wait for the next 52-week low. It's the best way to trade. Buy 52-week lows, sell 52-week highs, buy the dips, buy the red, sell the green. People always ask me, Rich, what's a good price to sell? And I always say the same thing. I'm always willing to sell when I see 10% profit. That's kind of how I trade. If I see 10% profit, I'm already thinking about selling. We are green in the cannabis sector again. As predicted, the resurrection is officially here. Let's take a look at the gainers. There it is. Agriflora up 9.8%. I'm having a really good week, folks. And I do own Agriflora, so I'm very excited about this. So Agriflora up 9.8%. Nanosphere Health Sciences up 8.7%. Chiron Life Sciences has been on fire, folks, at $1.75, up 6%. Canopy Rivers is flying up at $2.48, up 5.9%. FSD Pharma showing some life, up 5%. Kronos Group at $16.10, up 4.95%. Tilray at $33, up 4%. Believe up 4%. Emerald Health Therapeutics up 3%. And Organogram up 3.49%. Canopy Growth flying now at $36, up 3.2%. Aurora Cannabis getting closer to $8, up 2%. Afria over $9.10 now. Hexo flying up 3% at $6.17. Organogram once again is up. Oxley slightly green, red. The green organic Dutchman slightly red. Oxley slightly red. Fire is even. Valens is slightly green. Terrascend is slightly green. Chiron is making a big move. And let's take a look at Canopy Rivers and their news. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Linda says XCX is a new Germany play. Thank you for the pick. Steven says, just wanted to say I first heard LiteLink technology from you. I bought at 10 cents. Thanks for the win. Hey, I love hearing that members are winning. That's why we do this. Okay? Yeah, we do this for education, entertainment purposes, but we also want you guys to win. Chris says, I love the watch list I have now just because of this channel. Well, I'm glad that we're helping you build your watch list, my friend. Chris says, the value of that alone is amazing. Companies I wouldn't have even thought of if it weren't for this community. Well, we're excited about bringing you guys companies that you guys can really win with. And I'm in the trenches like you guys. I buy stocks just like you guys. And I'm not even trading right now. I'm just holding my positions. Here it is. Here's the big news today for Canopy Rivers, another one that I own that is in the green today. I'm very excited today. I'm seeing a lot of green today, a lot of my holdings. So I told you guys my top 5 holdings. Zenabis, Saniva, Aurora, Canopy Rivers, Hexo. Those are my top 5 holdings. and I'm just going to keep accumulating more and more and more of those 5, as well as the other top 15, because I told you guys I want to get the top 10 in Canada and the top 10 in the US. I have other holdings too. Those are my top 5 that are the bigger ones. I own a lot of penny stocks like Agriflora, lot of little ones like that, Believe, and a lot of little ones like that are more long-term plays. But I want to just keep accumulating more of the monsters. I want to own the top 10 in Canada and the top 10 in the US. I think Rivers has a chance to be in the top 10. Let's read the news. Canopy Rivers, RIV in Canada, CNPOF in America, a venture capital firm specializing in cannabis, on Thursday announced that it has received final approval to list its Class A subordinate voting shares on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Per the update, the shares will begin trading on the TSX under the ticker symbol RIV on September 9th at the opening of the markets. That is Monday. The company's subordinate voting shares will be delisted from the TSX Venture Exchange in conjunction with the listing on the TSX. Nothing you need to do, nothing you need to change. Your shares will just automatically go from the TSX Venture to the Toronto Stock Exchange, where more institutional investors and more investors abroad and internationally and locally in Canada will get access to buy that stock. I believe this is huge for Canopy Rivers, still at such a good price. And this is Canopy Growth 2.0, folks, about Canopy Rivers Inc. Canopy Rivers is a unique investment and operating platform structured to pursue investment opportunities in the emerging global cannabis sector, specifically, did I just create a new word? Specifically in America. This is why I love Canopy Rivers. Canopy Rivers identifies strategic counterparties seeking financial and or operating support. So 2 of the plays that I own for America are Suniva and Canopy Rivers. 3 plays that I really own for Canada are Aurora, Zenibus, and Hexo. Canopy Rivers has developed an investment ecosystem of complementary cannabis operating companies that represent various segments of the value chain across the emerging cannabis sector. As the portfolio continues to develop, constituents will be provided with opportunities to work with Canopy Growth Corporation. Yeah, did you hear that? So you get in with Canopy Rivers and they'll give you the opportunity to work with Canopy Growth. Winner chicken dinner, and collaborate among themselves with Canopy Rivers, which Canopy Rivers believes will maximize value for its shareholders and foster an environment of innovation, synergy, and value creation for the entire ecosystem. Love this. Love this company. So much potential, so much upside. I absolutely love Canopy Rivers, Canopy 2.0. If you missed out on Canopy, like I had Canopy at $5, okay? It went to 70. I did not sell at 70. I sold way too soon. So if you missed out on Canopy, in my opinion, Canopy Rivers is your chance to get into Canopy 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, before Canopy exploded. So if you think that Canopy is going to be a giant, which it already is, they're the largest, in my opinion, well, they're the largest market cap of any cannabis company that's public in the world. If you think Canopy Growth continues to grow, you have to assume that Canopy Rivers is going to grow. If you think that Canopy Growth has done well to go to $70, do you think it's possible that Rivers can go to $10? I'd like to know your guys' opinion. In my opinion, Rivers goes to $10. So to get in at $2 and hold this bad boy for it to go to $10, even at $2.50, that's 400% growth. Sorry, 300% growth. So if you get in Canopy Rivers right now and it goes to $10 from these prices, you will make 300% on your money. I'm just saying. Call me Rich Stradamus, but I predict the day that Canopy Rivers goes to $10 and my 2,000 shares will be worth $20,000. That's all I gotta say. But I'll tell you right now, because it's so cheap, I'm gonna buy more. I need more. So don't be surprised if you see your boy Rich has about 10,000 shares of Canopy Rivers, and I'm just gonna hold this bad boy until it goes to $10. Then, if I sell at $10, my 10,000 shares are no longer worth 20 grand. They're worth 100 G's. That's right. So if I have 10,000 shares of Canopy Growth and it goes to $10, that's 100 grand. That's a nice payday. I like those paydays. That could buy me a new property in the Dominican Republic, nice little condo in Europe somewhere. You know, I like those plays. And I'll tell you, man, Canopy Rivers is going to pay. It's going to pay large. Lorenzo Camas says, Rich, good morning, bro. How you doing, my friend? Lorenzo says, glad to see the sector kicking back into gear, as predicted. I don't think anybody should be surprised. Dan, the IT guy, says, the green is in the green at 420. It's true. It's true. Chris says, I'm very happy for ACB. I just wish I bought more than I did while they were down. I still think around earnings, it could get volatile again. In my opinion, Aurora is going to explode. I think Aurora is going to explode. They're going to show some huge record-breaking profits, and I believe they are going to explode. I believe this is an amazing buying opportunity for Aurora, and in my opinion, Aurora goes way higher. That's just my opinion. Who am I? I'm just the guy that's predicted all these winners over the last 2.5 years, but in my opinion, I think Aurora goes higher, and we are green again. Does this chart look like a resurrection to you? It kind of looks like a resurrection to me, or at least the beginnings of one. Let's take a look at the 1-year chart. Look at that. If you look at this chart, what would you be thinking if you're me? I think we found the bottom. That chart has been going down since April. That's a lot of months of red. At some point, you have to assume it's going to turn around, considering we're in a sector where these companies just keep growing their revenues. They just keep acquiring more acquisitions. They just keep having more sales. And what do you think is going to happen with their sales when they start reporting edible sales? That's not going to stop their flower sales. So their flower sales will grow. Their CBD sales will grow. Now they're going to have edible sales. You're going to see the revenues grow exponentially. Exponentially. This is going to explode. And we're going to go back up to that 110 mark. Right now we're at 61. When this sector, not if, when the sector goes back to 110 in Canada, that's almost 100% growth for the sector. What do you think is going to happen with the prices? I'm just saying, guys. I mean, people say, Rich, you don't do chart analysis. You don't do chart analysis, Rich. You don't know how to read charts, Rich. I'm reading a chart right now, and this chart tells me that this entire sector is at a bottom, and it's now coming up from the bottom. You can see it. There's the bottom. That's the bottom. That's the 52-week low. And now it's coming back up, which is called a resurrection. And this is just the start. We got a long ways to go all the way back up where we were in March, April. Long ways to go. And we were there before. You think we won't get there again? And I got to call out Forbes. Forbes put out an article saying that the cannabis sector will never see the prices that they've seen ever again. Mind boggled. I'm sitting here going, pardon? You're talking about the fastest growing sector in the world, a product that's recession proof because people are not going to stop smoking weed. People are not going to stop taking their CBDs. People are not going to stop taking their edibles. Now we're going to have it in drinks. People are not going to stop drinking water. People are not going to stop using hemp product like pens, clothes that they're now creating with hemp. So we're in a recession-proof sector. It's only getting bigger. We're in the first inning. America's not even legal yet. Canada just legalized less than a year ago. And Forbes is reporting that we're never going to see these prices ever again. Forbes, I will challenge you. Not only do I believe that we are going to see the prices that we've seen before, but we're going to surpass those prices. Forbes, if you think I'm wrong, I would love to come on your show. Or I would love to have you come on my show so that you can discuss your theory about how we're never going to see these prices ever again in this sector. In my opinion, I think you guys are smoking crack. You need to get on the cannabis and get off the crack. Get off the crack pipe onto the cannabis. Forbes, you got a pretty big name, pretty good reputation. Then I see this nonsense that you're posting, and I'm sitting here going, why would you post this short article right in the beginning of the resurrection, which I predicted. I told you it was going to explode. And then you go and put out an article saying that we're never going to see these prices again. Pretty short-sighted of you, Forbes. Pretty stupid, actually. And right now you look like fake news. And you look like you don't know what you're talking about. And you look like you're being, you're shorting the sector. Why else would you put out that article? Makes absolutely no sense. When you know that we are in the fastest growing, most explosive sector in the entire world, and there's nothing even close. Don't understand it. Don't understand it. But hey, everybody's got to put out some news, right? Everybody's got to put out information that makes people read, even if they're wrong. Okay, Dan, the IT guy says, Chinook Tai Industry Limited XCX up 21%. Great call. Thank you. Nice, Linda. Watch listed. Thank you for sharing your pick, Linda. And that's what we do here, guys. We share picks so everybody can win. Chris Tofa says, I think they've done it before and they can do it again with Rivers, Rich. 100%. They've got the blueprints. So I have no doubt in my mind that Rivers will be an absolute giant. And look at this. We are in the green in America as well. In the green in Canada, in the green in America. Is this signaling the beginning of the resurrection? In fact, I do have a song for the resurrection. If you like, I could play it for you guys. I mean, I don't have to, but I could if you like me to. I do like to make the community happy. Chris says, can everyone hit the like button, please? Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you, man. Chris says, I agree, Rich. I'm very bullish on Aurora. It's one of my favorite companies. I just want to buy more at a great price. I've been making small purchases. Smart. Dan, the IT guy, says, Aurora is still my number one pick. How could they not be? 25 countries worldwide. Giant. About to report the most sales of any cannabis company legally in the world. I can't see why you don't like them. If you don't like them, then you probably don't like this sector. Let's put it that way. Chris says, we are like-minded, Dan. I think you are. You know what, Lorenzo? I'm going to make you a moderator. I like you, my friend. So I'm going to add you as a moderator. Lorenzo says, haha, while Forbes is buying up everything in cannabis. Exactly. Lorenzo says, big companies know how massive this sector will be. Of course. Dan, the IT guy, says, hit the like button. All right. I have a song for you. It's called The Resurrection from Ill Kid. Andre says, ridiculous, Forbes. Not even logic. Well, I mean, unless you're trying to get people to do the opposite. Mr. Baez 420 says, hey, Rich, I think the Forbes article might be aimed at retail. Push the like people. Yeah, they're trying to get people to sell. They're trying to get people to panic sell. And I always tell you, never panic sell. Never, ever, ever panic. In fact, I even have a song about it. Don't panic. But first, before I play Don't Panic, I want you to hear about the resurrection because we did predict it first. Cannabis it's true.
And CEO interviews
Listen to the
brought to you by Rich TV Live.
Wake up! It's a Green Friday. A fabulous Friday in the cannabis sector. And your boy Rich is bringing you the picks first.
Haters and the trolls, they're trying to
hit that like button. Let's
the
go.
lawyers, they're trying to put lawsuits on these companies. Meanwhile, what they're trying to do is create a distraction so we don't take advantage of the cannabis stock resurrection. That's really what's going on. That's the truth. This is your boy Rich, and I'm Mo. Peace.
Everything. One day we gon' fly. We gon' make this money. We gon' live all life. But we can all get high. I'ma spread my wings. I'ma feel alright. But one day we gon' fly. We gon' make this money. We gon' live all life. But we can all get high. I'ma spread my wings. I'ma feel alright. Shortest can't take us down. It's the time to buy and put your money in. Let the profits maximize. We the people stay true and we don't stand for lies. Canada, we the leader for the legalized. Herb be the cure for all the sick and all the broken. We wanted this for years and they thought we were joking. Nah, we were always patient. Cannabis for you and me and all my brothers and all my sisters, go on and light it up. Go on and take it to the head when the times are tough. I know we buying in the red, that's the sign of luck. Don't panic, we gotta manage, the time is us. And I don't care for the lefts and all the market makers, but I swear they nuts, I call them salty haters. Big pharma trying to get in for a piece of it, because they know the medication, we don't believe in it. I'm so happy it's over, all the prohibition, and now we here, it's Rich TV, the coalition. There's no knocking to stop it, because we on a mission. Teach the people they spreading lies, it's a contradiction.
You want to make money, invest in the top cannabis stocks in Canada and the United States that are revenue generating. Invest in the best, because the best is blessed. This is your boy Rich, and we're out. Peace. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is a cannabis stock revolution. It's true. Get ready for the resurrection. I'm out. Peace.
I'm talking Jordan Belfort, let's open up scenarios. Wolf of Wall Street, and I ain't talking about DiCaprio's. The man predicted markets, he knew it was gonna explode. He knew it was making money, and he knew to crash your homes. Oh, yeah, these are the big boys. He also predicted the crash of bitcoins. That's a big short, stop acting like a big dork. I'ma get this pie, no lie, I need a big fork. I know about their tactics. The shorters making money off the people's back is horseshit. I'm telling you, take caution. Everything is so corporate. I'm trying to make enough money to give to all the poor kids, and that is what the herb is for. Helping people feed the poor. All we need is life, so stop thinking that all you need is more. And now we here, but our past, yeah, we can't forget. It's time to grow, and you know we getting out of debt.
One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. We can all get high, I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. And one day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. We can all get high, I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright.
The real Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Jordan Belfort believes in cannabis stocks. The new Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Rich TV Live loves and believes in cannabis stocks. The question is, do you believe in cannabis stocks, and will you achieve ultimate wealth through the cannabis stock revolution? It's truth.
We've made the prediction. We predicted it first. Nobody should be surprised. And LiteLink Technologies, we also brought you guys this first. Nobody should be surprised with them too. You know, we try to bring you guys real companies. You know, there's a lot of companies out there that are not real. They're just in the business of selling stock. We try to really bring you guys real companies, real businesses. I can't control the stock price. You know, I find it comical when stocks go down and people are like, your picks are this and your picks are that. I'm like, do I own the stock? Yeah, I might own the stock as an investor, but do I control the float? Do I own these companies? I don't own the companies. I don't have millions of shares in these companies. And like Zenabis, for example, if there's an insider dumping the stock, how can I stop that? I can't stop it. I could talk about it. Maybe make him feel a little bit bad about it. Maybe make him think twice, because now everybody knows they're the ones selling. And that's what I try to do. But at the end of the day, I can't stop Ricky Brar from selling shares on Zenabis. You know, I can't stop LiteLink from going down to 7.5 cents. People panic and then they sell. But realistically, what you got to be doing is realize that there's investors involved in these companies. They want to see them go up. So when LiteLink goes back down to 7.5 cents, instead of panicking, you need to think, this is a buying opportunity. I've said it over and over and over again. Instead of panicking when good companies are down, buy. And instead of beating your chest and talking about how great you are when stocks are up, sell. Keep your life simple. And life is good, right? But too many people do everything the wrong way, man. Too many people do everything the wrong way. Stocks go down, they panic, they sell. Then they go up, then they buy again. Then it goes down, then they sell again. I'm like, you're doing everything wrong. Like, what are you doing? You know, like, I don't understand why people do. Like, oh man, I don't really get it. But at the end of the day, I can't force people to do it. I only just educate the people. You know, like Zenabis is up today. It's nice. But at the end of the day, if it goes up or if it goes down, I can't control it. The only people that can really control whether or not this goes up or down are the market makers, the institutions, and the insiders They're the ones that really truly know where the stock is going to go. As investors, all we can do is do research. I've been to the Zenabis facility in Langley and in Delta. I've met with the management, okay? I've interviewed some of these people that are involved in this company. I've been around this company for a while, and I believe that this company, the business, the underlying business is going to be huge. I've seen their revenue grow. I've seen their licensing grow. I've seen their management team grow. I feel like this is a company that's moving in the right direction. Now, the share price isn't indicative of that, which is really creating a buying opportunity. But for whatever reason, instead of looking at it as a buying opportunity, people panic. And people think, oh my God, the stock is down. It's shit. No. The stock is down, which is creating a buying opportunity for you. Because would you rather buy Zenabis at $1 right now? Or would you rather buy it in 2 or 3 years when it's at $10? Ask yourself that question. Because this stock is going to go to $10. It's not going to happen overnight. It might take 2 or 3 years. But if it takes 2 or 3 years and you get in now like I am, and you have 26,000 shares, and I plan to buy more, okay? If you have 26,000 shares and you're me, and you're willing to hold, which I am, for 2 years, 3 years, and this goes to $10, my 26,000 shares will be worth $260,000. Do you think it's not worth for me to wait? Like, I ain't panicking, man. I even got a song for you guys. Okay, listen to the words. I don't panic, guys.
Oh my gosh.
When everyone else is panicking, I go on vacation.
I don't know.
When everyone else is panicking,
because I don't know that it
I
has
pull
anything
up.
to do with being a MILF.
I go live. When everyone else panics, I go live. It's true. It's true.
You know what it is? Rich TV Live. Ill Kid. Cloud Ninja on the beat. Don't panic. Don't panic, you rookies that don't manage. You looking at all the candles, it's a ride and we off the handles. It's the heat, cause we bringing all the kitchens out. Oven mitts for little kids, what you bitching about? Pockets when they tingling, money stay mingling. I'm just getting started, yeah, I'm trying to get the swing of things. You love the green, but you hate the red. It's like you love the sex, but you hate the head. There's no difference, I finish all of your dinners. That mean I'm taking your place, it's no mistake that you are beginners. You miss me, rinse and repeat, it's Rich TV. You miss me, I'm the one, Jet Li. It's time that we get popping now. I ain't never stopping now. You would think I'm floating in the open where I cop a cloud. You should even shop around. You should buy a pair of boots. Hater, this my stomping ground. This is how the market goes. It's round and round we go. Where it stops, we just don't know. Don't panic, don't panic. Why you spent up all your dough? Just sit back and watch the show. Pray that you'll just strike some gold. Don't panic, don't panic. Market makers are heartbreakers, are soft stages. Bring the heat with Kenny just like it's Las Vegas. You hard haters are all fakers. I mob like don't call it on another song. I don't pause, baby. I don't panic, I just mix it up like Shaka Khan. You stay tripping on his eyes like a soccer mom. And when it's on, I transform like Decepticon. I can tell your whole future looking at the devil's palm. You're too weak, bro, cause you looking at a 52-week low. These are opportunities to seize, yo. No peace, though. I don't cheat, I just move when I cruise to the G code. Put the limit in, stop it if you have to. This is mathematics for addicts to latch to. Rich TV Live, he a swell guy. He'll teach you how to buy low and to sell high. Yeah, I get money cause it's all sweet. You looking at the real wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, I get money cause it's all sweet. You looking at the real wolf of Wall Street. This is how the market goes. It's round and round we go. Where it stops, we just don't know. Don't panic, don't panic. Why you spent up all your dough? Just sit back and watch the show. Pray that you'll just strike some gold. Don't panic, don't panic.
Something has to be done about this. Mr. Attorney, this is what I pay you for. What can I do?
Litigation it is.
Get the weed. Okay. Quickly. ASAP.
Oh, what a day, what a day. Look at all the green. It's a green machine, if you know what I mean. Agriflora Organics International, let's go. Up 11.76%. Look at the volume. And MYM Nutraceuticals up 9.8%. Another CBD company. Canopy Rivers Inc. up 8%. Organogram Holdings up 5.8%. Chronos Group up 3.9%. 48 North up 3.8%. Chiron Life Sciences up 3.6%. Canopy Growth up 3.4%. Aurora Cannabis up 3.2%. And Supreme Cannabis up 2.86%. Paul says, wealth is built, not acquired. Dan, the IT guy, says, know what you are buying and hang on until it goes boom. Isn't that what Warren Buffett did? Warren Buffett would buy a stock thinking, where's it going to be 20 years from now? There's other investors that want you to make a trade and see the returns the same day. I think that's craziness. That's not real investing. Sorry, guys. A real investor doesn't trade like that. An investor does the research. This is 90% research, guys. Do the research. Remember, Rich TV Live, we are not a financial advisor. We're not licensed. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. We are simply here for education and entertainment purposes. We have a very big community of investors, and we have a place where you can come and you can talk and you can throw your ideas out. What do you think about this pick? What do you think about that pick? That's what we're about. I'm not here to tell you what to buy. I'm telling you what I'm buying. I'm telling you what I'm selling and when and why. Other than that, that's it. I ain't telling you what to do. I want you to tell me what you're doing. And then I'll tell you what I think you should do based on what you're doing. And I try to give you the best advice possible. Best advice possible based on my experience. But, I don't have the answers to everything. Just like you guys, I bleed when the stocks go down. And just like you guys, when the stocks go up, I celebrate. I love this sector. This sector is highly volatile. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I was the first one on YouTube to talk about cannabis stocks. I'm definitely not the last. I probably won't be the last. But I plan to be here the whole way through. For as long as I'm breathing, I'll be here talking about the cannabis sector. Okay? I'll be talking about cryptos. I'll be talking about my CBD business. I'm also launching a cryptocurrency exchange. So many things are happening right now. It's a little bit overwhelming, but I love it because that's why I did this. I got into this 2.5 years ago because I had a dream, and now it's starting to become a reality. It's taken 2.5 years to get to this point. It wasn't overnight. What makes you think you're going to buy a stock today and you're going to double your money tomorrow? What makes you think that? It's not realistic, okay? If the best investor ever, Warren Buffett, buys a stock and holds for 10 to 20 years, what makes you different? If the best investor ever is waiting 10 to 20 years for his returns, what makes you different? You're going to be the one that's lucky and you're going to get 1,000% returns in a day? You're going to get 1,000% returns in a week? You're going to get 1,000% returns in a month? We've had 5 red months. Do you honestly think I've sold anything for a loss? Honestly? Come on, guys. Do you honestly think I even thought about selling anything for a loss? Hell no. I've been buying in the red for the last 5 months, waiting for the resurrection so that when everything explodes, I can sell in the green. There ain't no panic here. This is excitement. This is raw enthusiasm. This is real, raw enthusiasm. Okay? I got 5 acres in my backyard. What do you think I'm planning to do with that? What do you think I'm planning to do with my 5 acres? This property I live on, it's worth about $4 million. We got 5 acres. We can grow a lot of hemp. We can grow a lot of cannabis. And we can grow a lot of CBD products right here on my property. So just saying, I got a lot of things on the go behind the scenes that you guys don't necessarily see. And I'm always doing something. So whether it's crypto, whether it's cannabis, whether it's media, your boy's always doing something. And I promise you, this is a sector that's only getting bigger and it's only getting better. And I'm behind the scenes working with a lot of people. And I'm telling you, this sector is only going to get bigger and it's only going to get better. I ain't saying this because it makes me feel good. I'm saying this because it's a fact. And then when you look at the charts and you see that the entire sector, look, this is the last week. Kind of looks like a resurrection, right? But look at the last year. What does that tell you? tells you that we're coming up from the bottom. So in my opinion, there's a long ways to go up. Let's look at the last 3 years. Oh, it doesn't even show it here. Let's look at the US. Oh, big green in the US today. Wow, lots. And we look at the 1 year chart in the US. That looks kind of identical to Canada, right? Except it's just recently had a nice resurrection. Just saying, man. I mean, we predicted this resurrection. I don't think anybody should be surprised now. People are like, oh my God, all of a sudden September. I remember in August, everyone's like, you think in September it's going to be just like a switch, eh? You think that all of a sudden in September there's going to be like a switch and they're all just going to go up? Very unlikely. Kind of looks like the switch turned up. Did somebody turn on the switch? Did somebody press that switch? Kind of looks like a switch just turned up. Not very likely, Rich. It's not very likely that they're all just going to climb up in September, Rich. Unless my eyes are failing me. Kind of looks like they're all going up. Just saying. I know I predicted in advance and it's pissing people off because I was right again. I know. It's got to be hard hating on Rich. It's got to be hard hating on the guy that's right over and over and over again. But the reality is, this is just experience. It's experience. Chalk it up to experience. Dan the IT guy says patience and knowledge are the keys. Varun says patience is not a virtue, it's an achievement. I agree with you 100%. And as you get older, you become more patient. When I was 20, I had no patience. When I was 30, I had no patience. Now that I'm in my 40s, I'm learning to develop patience. Reefer Al Joint says, this ain't no game, it's a lifestyle. Aight? It is. And anybody that loves cannabis understands that isn't going anywhere because it's all around them every day. And if it's around you every day, like it is me, you know this sector isn't going anywhere. To think about how big alcohol is and how brutal alcohol is, how abusive alcohol is, how many people die because of alcohol, how many people have liver and kidney failures because of alcohol, how many people get disease because of alcohol, how many people kill people in car accidents because of alcohol. I hate alcohol. Cannabis? I love cannabis. You can't even compare alcohol to cannabis. Nobody ever got better because of alcohol. Cannabis is saving lives. It's helping people with pain, helping people with epilepsy, helping people with seizures, helping people with cancer, helping people that are injured, helping people with sleep. The amount of things that it does is mind-boggling. So let's get the alcohol off the shelves and let's replace it with cannabis products. That's all I gotta say. People Bite says, okay, sending you an invite ASAP. Edibles to be legal, it's more to celebrate. It's legalization 2.0. It's going to be huge. Rob says, just did an average down at $1.06. Feels great on Zenibus. Hey man, great entry for Zenibus. I hope you win big. Apeli Kakinen says, EMH up 5%. Let's go. Lorenzo Camus says, love your hustle, Rich. Don't stop. I ain't stopping, guys. I love what I do. So when you love what you do, you're not going to stop because you love it. This isn't work. Waking up at 5:30 in the morning to go live and entertain and educate the public, to me, is not work. I absolutely, truly love this. I love being in front of the people. This is what I dreamed of. This is what I dreamt of. And now I'm living my dream. Dan the IT guy says, who wants a stock to jump in a day? Not me. I would get my ass taxed off. Dante Bruce says, maybe in the 90s. Yeah, in 2019, that stuff doesn't happen anymore. It's called pump and dump. Lorenzo says, lower cost basis. I've been lowering since I first bought in March on a 52-week high. Yeah, when you're buying 52-week highs, think twice about buying 52-week highs. Do the opposite. Buy 52-week lows and you'll always be okay. G-Wiz is saying, what's up with Blaze Pizza going IPO? Never heard of it. Dan the IT guy says, yep, happens every year. September is the start of the boom. Yep. Paul says, 54 and patience is still a challenge, but FOMO is in check. Good. Dan, the IT guy, says, ACB, baby. Yeah. Isaiah says, not a single person has died from cannabis. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's actually true or not. I can't really speak on that, but I can tell you that I know a lot of people have been smoking every single day for the last 20 years, and they're all very healthy, and they all look younger than their age. I think cannabis is anti-aging. Do I look 41? Do I look like I'm turning 42? Hell no. When I tell people my age, they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what's your secret? I'm like, pomegranates? Dan, the IT guy, says 420 for life. My secret is a lot of cannabis and cannabis products. That's the secret. And pomegranates. Paul says, you must not be married. Oh, I've been married. I've been married, but I'm not married anymore. So that's part of the secret. Yes. All my married friends, they look old as fuck. Sorry, guys. Just saying. You know what I mean? Look at all your friends that smoke weed every day and ask me if they look younger than their age. Now look at your friends that smoke cigarettes and ask me if they look older than their age. Then look at all your friends that do cocaine and look at all your friends that drink alcohol and ask me if they look older than their age. If you do cocaine and hard drugs, if you drink a lot, you're going to look older than your age. If you smoke a lot of cigarettes, you're going to look older than your age. If you smoke a lot of weed, you're going to look young as fuck. I'm just saying, man. If you smoke weed, you're going to look young. I'm just saying. It's anti-aging, baby. It's anti-aging. I have no doubt in my mind it is anti-aging. No doubt whatsoever that it is anti-aging. I have a lot of evidence of it with all my friends that smoke every day, and they all still look like they're 20. And people don't think I'm 41 turning 42. I never get that. I look at a lot of parents, you know, my son's in soccer, my daughter's in gymnastics. I look at a lot of parents that are younger than me. They look older than me, you know, like a lot older than me. So I don't know, man. I think there's so many positives with cannabis and I can't really see a negative. I can't really find one. So that's why I love this sector, and I'm going to continue to be a influencer in the cannabis sector for my last dying days. To the last day on earth, I will be a cannabis stock influencer. I will educate, entertain, and empower investors to educate themselves about the cannabis sector, educate themselves about CBDs and edibles and CBD infused beverages, and educate themselves about the power of this newly growing, legalized industry, which I believe is only going to get bigger and only going to get better. And I am also highly involved in the cryptocurrency sector, and I believe similarly that cryptocurrencies are going to change the world, because with my phone, I can now send money to people anywhere in the world with my phone without a bank account, without a bank being involved, without bank charging me fees, without anybody knowing, almost instantly at zero or very little cost. Cryptocurrencies are changing the world. Bitcoin will change the world. So yeah, I love Bitcoin, and I'm going to continue to be a proponent of cryptocurrencies, and I'm going to be a proponent of cannabis. And guess what? Cannabis and cryptocurrencies, they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. Because if I'm a cannabis company, and let's just say I did a large cannabis deal, I don't want to take a big bag of money and ship it off to my supplier or my client. I'm just going to send them some Bitcoin. Send like $3 million worth of Bitcoin for my cannabis, and there's my payment. Instantaneous, simple. I can send that money anywhere in the world without any banks involved, anybody involved. Do you not understand how big that is? So I don't think a lot of people really understand how big cryptocurrencies is and what it's going to mean for the future. But in the future, XRapid, Swift, XRP, Ripple will be your Swift code. So instead of you going to the bank and sending a wire and it takes 3 days, you'll be able to send it through Ripple, XRP, and you'll be able to get your money there within seconds. And it'll cost you little fees, like a fraction of what you're spending now. That's the future of transactions. Cryptocurrencies are going to be enormous. And there's a very large cryptocurrency community, very similar to how there's a very large cannabis community. I'm involved in both. Now, I also happen to be Portuguese, and Portugal just became the leader for the whole world for cannabis and cryptocurrencies because A, they're legal for cannabis and cannabis products, and B, they just legalized cryptocurrencies. So you can now go to Portugal, you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies, and you don't have to pay any tax. Ever. So Portugal just became the global leader for cryptocurrencies. Everybody's going to move to Portugal for cryptocurrency so they don't have to pay tax. That's going to be huge for the Portuguese community and the Portuguese economy. And I want to go back home now so I can build my cannabis business and build my CBD business and build my cryptocurrency business without any hassle, any taxes, make a ton of money, and live the good life. I'm thinking about going back home. It's true. Portugal is the leader for cryptocurrencies and cannabis for the world. Believe it or not. Crazy. It's crazy. Recon Legend says Ricky needs to go on vacation and keep his hands off the sell button. Xena will run once he stops dumping. Yeah, I know. I think that he needed some money for something, clearly. But at some point you would think, why would you sell something if you know you could sell it for higher? So in my opinion, he wanted to get off some cash. But I believe that he's smart enough to know that Zenabis is going to be a giant. And if you got 20 million shares, why not just hold until it goes to $10? And now you got 200 million bucks. It'd be pretty crazy to sell for 20 million if you know that one day it could be worth 200 million. Now don't get me wrong, 20 million is still a hell of a lot of money. And I think most of us, if not all of us, would sell too. But 200 million is a lot more than 20 million. Wow, guys, do you see these explosions? Agriflora is flying. Thank you, Agriflora, for our daily bread. I do own over 5,000 shares of Agriflora. And Canopy Rivers is flying, both up over 11%. Canopy Rivers now at $2.60. I own them both, over 2,000 shares of Canopy Rivers. Thank you. Thank you. And Canopy Growth up another 5% today after exploding yesterday. They are the leader for the entire sector. If Canopy Growth goes up, the entire sector goes up. This is great for Canopy Growth. They are now officially flying again. Let's take a look at Canopy Growth Corp. Paul Shin says, ha, I'm Portuguese too, 50%. Hey man, now's the time to move to Portugal, my friend. G-Wiz says, Yahoo new pizza, Blaze Pizza to be the next Domino's Pizza. Can you take a look, Rich? Thank you, love your channel. I don't really know where to look at it, but I will look at it and maybe do a video. LR Studio says, Agra news with Sobeys deal starting to run. Yeah, Agra is flying. Look at the 5-day chart on Canopy Growth, folks. Look at this 5-day chart. Canopy Growth hit a bottom of... it's saying 31, but I think it's been even under. I think it was under 30 at some point. But yeah, you can see the resurrection here. The 5-day chart, see the resurrection. So big jump up. Clearly they got the memo that the resurrection is here. And they're leading the resurrection. Green BC says THC Biomed is on fire, Rich. Yeah, THC Biomed has been flying. Dan the IT guy says, let's go USA, make it legal, deschedule it. Yeah, man, that will be so big. Paul Shin says those shares will become an asset to his new company. Yeah, he could if he decides to put it into the new company, or he might keep it separate. Paul Shin says Rivers is up 12%. I think we deserve a full alert for Rivers. What do you guys think? Everything is flying today. We're in the green again, as predicted. I think we deserve a full alert. Let's give a mad shout out to Il Kid for all his hard work on
Cannabis
making
stocks
these
and CEO interviews brought to you by Rich TV Live.
Shout out to Il Kid. I think MedMan will be fine. Just be patient. Maybe consider lowering your cost. Buy some more at a lower price. Lower your average cost. So when it explodes, you can unload.
Rich TV Live.
We on
You know what's a
full
full alert, baby.
It's Bugatti Beats.
full alert.
Yeah. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Yeah. I told y'all motherfuckers about a rubber and how it's gonna blow up. And Cura did the same and make you throw up. I was talking about Kush bottles, KSHB. I was talking about I ain't this and what they gon' be. It was BVO. We gave you all the answers. TRST shit, you know it's can't trust. Don't forget about Africa. We brought you into harvest. But why you still hate on the kid? Why? That shit is far-fetched. Just the 52-week lows. That's just how it goes. Rich TV is here. We about to make some dough. Yeah, right on everything in January. Shit is popping out. Rolling up some good in the backwood and we buffing clouds. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Yeah, full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Yeah, full alert is full alert. Let me take you to the future with ACB on top and Afria right next to that shit in the second slot. I'm like Jordan in his prime, shooting with Pippen, making money all the time, fucking with some man. Kush bottles ain't going nowhere. You know it's gaining hype, and if you ain't watching, you ain't winning. It's time to say goodnight. Dealing with the fever, that shit diva with the heater. You can leave that shit with Beaver. I don't fuck with non-believers. I got fire in my pocket, make my way up to Supreme. If you bet on this company, you gon' make some cream. X and Y, I got lots of that. It's about to pop in fact. I ain't gotta stop the rap to tell you that you copping that.
Vivo.
I buy that in my Speedo with eyes closed, eating a burrito or eating on some fucking Cheetos. Yeah, you know you buy that shit. It's a new strike on these haters, and the missile get you hit. Yeah, bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Yeah, full alert is full alert. Yo, full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Yo, full alert is full alert. Rich TV Live. Ill Kid in the fucking building.
That is original music from Ill Kid. That's my boy Ill Kid, man. That's original music from Ill Kid. And we represent because we are real. There's a lot of guys out there, they want to talk about cannabis. They don't know fuck all about cannabis, okay? If you really want to know the reals, you gotta stick with your boy Rich, man. Not only do we got our own CBD company, not only are we selling CBD products all over the world, not only have we been predicting these cannabis stocks for 2.5 years and we invest, but trust me when I tell you, we're going on the inside of these companies. We're dealing directly with the CEOs. We're going to be doing tours of their facilities. All these other guys coming up on YouTube, coming up on all these places, trying to talk like they know this and they know that, man. They don't know shit, man. You want to get involved with people that are really involved. People that got 5 acres of land outside that could be growing their own cannabis. You want to be getting involved with real people, real players. I promise you this. We're the real deal, and we're going to be in this game. And I told you from the beginning, 2.5 years ago, there's a big piece of this pie, and I just want my 1%. My 1%. That's all. I'll take my 1% of the cannabis industry. I'll take my 1% of the cryptocurrency industry, and I'm good. I'm not a greedy guy. I just want my 1%. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Have a fabulous Friday. Once again, let's take a look at the number 1 pick for our community so far in September 2019. Let's see how it's doing. Let's see if it's still green. LiteLink Technologies. There we go. It is now up officially 100% so far in September. In the last week, it went from 7.5 cents. I told you everyone's coming back from vacation. You're going to see fireworks. You're going to see a green machine. And literally on cue, LiteLink Technologies goes up 100%. It doubles in a week. And your boy brought it to you first. It's true. If you're not winning, you're not watching. It's your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. It wouldn't be right to go on a weekend without some tunes. So we're going to put some tunes on for you guys. Let's put some tunes on for you guys. How about this? Another banger from Ill Kid. Listen to the words. Oh.
The FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real. What? The FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real. FOMO, yeah, you know the deal. If you wanna take a chance, go ahead and spin the wheel. The FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real. What? The FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real. FOMO, yeah, you know the deal. If you wanna take a chance, go ahead and spin the wheel. I know you missed it, but we gon' get it back, get it back. Natural shrimp ink, look, that's how we stack. SHMP, we call it forward blue. I bet you wish you had it in your hands so that you knew us. We gon' get his money, don't be scared to get his
Always
money. Not afraid to get his money, always
believe.
his money. It might slip
Never
out your hands, but the crew
stop.
is here to reinforce. Rich TV,
Believe.
picks are the number one choice.
Hey.
You got some dollars,
Never stop. Believe.
Fear of missing out will leave you desperate. Make some money, go and buy yourself a necklace. Or start it out, you can cop a bigger bracelet. Whatever you do it like you doing it right. Cause in the stock game, you know it's either fight or flight. Whatever you do it like you doing it right. Cause in the stock game, you know it's either fight or flight. The FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real. What? The FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real. FOMO, yeah, you know the deal. If you wanna take a chance, go ahead and spin the wheel.
We are flying. We are flying. FOMO, yeah, you know the deal.
If you wanna take a chance, go
Look
ahead
at
and spin
the
the
explosion
wheel.
today.
You follow the boy Rich, the noise sick. I'm tired of all these other stock cats, they annoying. Talking this and talking that, shit, they boring. I think I'd rather listen to the phone ring. Pick up, cause the money keep on calling though.
We are
And when I'm
flying.
throwing down the cash, it's like
Woo-hoo-hoo. Canopy is almost at 37 bucks.
And when the stocks are calling shit, I'm like, I gotta go. If you never watch, I guess you all missing out. Never winning, I'ma keep on spending, never running out. Yeah, this the bigger route. Getting checks, we checking out. If you got some FOMO, then please never have a second doubt. FOMO stay real with me. FOMO so real.
We are green in Canada and the United States. Let's go.
You know the deal. The
FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real. What?
The FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real.
FOMO,
yeah, you know the deal. If you wanna take a chance, go ahead and spin the wheel. The FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real. The FOMO's real, the FOMO's real, the FOMO's real. FOMO, yeah, you know the deal. If you wanna take a chance, go ahead and spin the wheel.
Have a great weekend. Have a fabulous Friday. Your boy's out in the green. It's true. Green machine. I'm out. Peace. I love you guys. Smash that like button. Comment down below. Share the video everywhere. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. Visit Rich TV Live. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that like down below and comment on the show. Because all we do is bring you winners, baby. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We're in the midst of a resurrection. As predicted, first by your boy. I'm out. Peace.